all hell video on YouTube at official
Okay.
RIZM.
So, bear with me. I'm going to try to break this down. Let me see if I can get it right. So, what it is when black people wear Black Lives Matter t-shirts, it's sending a message to everybody that's not black that Black Lives Matter. The Black Lives Matter t-shirt isn't a message to black people, because to black people, they already know that Black Lives matter to black people, among ourselves, among each other. The message that Black Lives Matter is to everybody else that's not black and has the potential to do us harm and possibly to the point of killing us, as if black lives don't matter as much as other lives that are not black. Now, the offense of the White Lives Matter t-shirt, where the offense for the White Lives Matter t-shirt comes from, is that in the same way the message of these lives matter, whether they be black, white, okay, Black Lives Matter, the message is to everybody that is not black, right? Okay, White Lives Matter t-shirt. Okay, well, once again, we know white lives matter to white people. We know white lives matter to white people. So the message of White Lives Matter is not to white people, because of course white lives matter to white people the same way Black Lives Matter to black people. But in the same way, the message of White Lives Matter is to everybody else that's not white. The same way the Black Lives Matter message is to everybody that's not black. The difference is, where it feels disrespectful, is when we as black people are pleading to everybody else that's not black for simple equality and for simple, hey, please, when we're being murdered, which is supposed to be illegal, but when we're being murdered, as if black lives don't matter to other individuals that are not black, those lives don't seem to matter as much as non-black lives. So the message of White Lives Matter, again, of course they matter to white people. And so now there's a message of White Lives Matter to everybody else that's not white. And so who needs to hear the message that White Lives Matter? Because who is a threat to white people? Like, we're asking the police, hey, Black Lives Matter, so please value them the way you value others, and don't shoot us and kill us and murder us. Value our lives the way you seem to value non-black lives. But when you have the t-shirt that says White Lives Matter, and it's to non-white people, white people aren't getting gunned down by the police. White people aren't getting murdered so who is the message to? So that's where it feels kind of disrespectful, because it's like we're saying Black Lives Matter because we're trying to get other non-black individuals that murder us, as if our lives don't matter as much as non-black lives. We're just trying to survive. And so White Lives Matter, of course, it's obvious. They've been mattering since he came over and took this jump from the Indians. It's been mattering. White lives been mattering since it came over from England or whatever, Great Britain. The thing of it is now the message of White Lives Matter, who is the message to? Who is a threat to you? White person? Who is a threat to you? Are you afraid when the police get behind you for no reason? I am.